Hey there, I've had a couple questions about the Grafmatic cassettes and how they're used and what the hell are they. Basically what these are is a film holder that holds 6 sheets of film. The film is retained within these little metal plates that are called septums. And basically what you do, the notch in the upper right and the notch in the septum in the upper right, you load the film. Of course you'd do this in a dark bag, otherwise you're not going to get anything other than nothing. So making sure the dark slide's all the way back and the housing's all the way forward. You just drop in. You want to make sure you get the dark slide all the way forward before you push it in the housing. If not, what can happen is the first septum can pop out and it'll jam and you'll end up bending the septum, which is a problem. Anyway, once it's loaded, you're on 1. There's a little rotary wheel counter here. X means it's exposed, so you're at 1. I'll show you one of the cool things. Here's an unloaded one. There's actually a little wheel here that has numbers 1 through 6 on it. And as you advance through the septums, this wheel turns and it actually puts a number on the corner of the film. It's kind of cool. Anyway, once you're loaded, you would install this in the camera. When you're ready to shoot, you pull the dark slide out. The first sheet of film pops up. The dark slide goes under it. Take the picture. With this still in the camera, you pull out the septum carrier by pushing down this silver button, and that locks the dark slide in and unlocks the septum carrier. Pull it out. The film sheet drops in, and when you push it forward, it goes under the stack of the 5 remaining septums in the septum carrier. The number advances to 2, and you're ready to go again. When you pull the dark slide out when you're ready to shoot, now it says 2, slide it back in. If there's a sheet of film here, you get a little red fire button. It means you're ready to go. So at that point, expose the picture, fan it. There's 3, 4, 5, 6. When you get to the last one, this goes to X and the dark slide locks in. Now, this is an early holder. You can tell by the 3 screws on either side. The difference between the early model holders and the late model holders is when you expose the last sheet and it rolls to X, the septum carrier locks in, as well as the dark slide. And I'll show you that on this one here. This is a late model. You can tell it has 2 screws. Well, technically 2 screws. 1 screw and a screw hole. Anyway, we'll roll this to 6. Expose the sheet. Drop it back in. Now when it locks to X, there we go. There must only be 5 septums in this. It goes to X. Now the late models, the dark slide locks and the septum housing locks in, which is kind of cool. Anyway, early model 3 screws, late model 2 screws. Early models are good, late models are better. So that's Grafmatic film cassettes in a nutshell. Go out and get a couple. They're way cool.